Welcome back to Sip the Tally Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today we're going to get into some Tetairoa McMillan film for the 2025 draft. Wide receiver out of Arizona, 6'5", 210 pounds. Accomplishment for McMillan last year, not this year. In 2023, he was third team All-American, AP All-American. He was a second team All-Pac-12, the now defunct Pac-12 in 2023. Some strengths for McMillan, size and catch radius at 6'5", 210. His route running, short area quickness, dominant at the catch point, alignment versatility, meaning you'll see him inside, you'll see him outside. Some concerns for him, top end speed and consistently separating. And I have some film to kind of back that part up. On the season, McMillan finished with 84 catches with 130 targets, 1,316 yards, 8 touchdowns. As far as his position flexibility, he was in the slot 21% of the time. He was out wide 78% of the time. And the thing is, for me, and I'll kind of give this away. And the thumbnail gave it away. Forget what I'm saying. I like him better in the slot. That's a big slot. I know he can do the outside stuff, but I just like him better as the slot. And he has a defining trait that makes me say that. And I'll get into it once we get into the film. So welcome back to Sip the Tally Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans. And let's get into this Tetairoa McMillan film. On two. Ready? Break. All right, let's get into this McMillan film. Now we got 3 games I pulled tape from: West Virginia, Colorado, and New Mexico. New Mexico and West Virginia, he had a monster days. 10 plus catches in both games, over 200 yards in both games. Just amazing. Versus Colorado, and I picked Colorado for a specific reason, because Colorado play a lot of man. And in those other 2 games, there was a lot of zone coverage, and he is extremely good versus zone, which is one of the reasons why I think he's a big slot, and we'll see some reasons why here in a minute. But Colorado play a lot of man, and I'm not going to say he disappeared, but he didn't have a lot of numbers. Wasn't his greatest show. The year before that, he went off versus Colorado. This is what I talk about, his zone feel. His zone feel is amazing. See him marked there with the yellow arrow. And again, the little stutter off the ball to kind of see what they're in and see what they're doing. And to realize he has a curl and just to sit it down. He also kind of pressed at that corner to widen him out and just set it right down. Now he's going to work his way back. So that's a good job of working his way back and making sure he can, give the quarterback a good target. You see him right there, just working it. He's working his way. And now, the little space that he created, will push back to keep it and get the catch. Quarterbacks love when you can do that. His feel for zone coverage is excellent. Excellent. Let's go to another one. He's at the bottom. They're 1-on-1 versus West Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. And again, this is versus press. He don't do anything spectacular to get off of. He kind of let 6 ride him inside, even though it's cover 2. He let 6 ride him inside. But what I do like about it is the ability and the willingness to go over the middle and catch the ball between 3 people. That's 3 defenders right there, kind of in the area that he is. And he has no problem going there and getting that ball. You got 3 defenders sitting there. Hands catch it. No fear over the middle. Go get it. Tries to get a little yak afterwards, but don't really work like that. And I got the end zone view. Let's see if we can see, like, from this view, how many, like, people flash in this point. There he is right there, coming in your screen. So you got 40 underneath him. You got a safety over top of him. Then you got another safety or some kind of defensive back coming from the other side. Good throw, good catch. You see the hands. See the good hands catch. And he just going about his business. Moore versus West Virginia. Got him in a condensed set. This is one of those, F it. McMillan's down there somewhere. That's what this is. Quarterback's getting a lot of heat on him. And really, he's not really open. Technically, he's kind of bracketed. But the quarterback knows where he's going. I'm just going to throw it up and let my guy that's 6'5", 210, see if he can go get it. So like I said, it's F it. McMillan's down there somewhere. And he came through for him. And you need a guy that can help you out. Sometimes receivers have to help the quarterback out. It's that simple. Quarterbacks can't be perfect. O-line can't be perfect. If you got a guy that can help you out in tough times, it's a plus. And look at it. He's just way above everybody else. None of those three guys even attempted to make a play on the ball, which is wild. And this is versus New Mexico. I think he had 300 yards this game, if I'm not mistaken. And these DBs just kept falling like they were scared of him. I do love the fact that he runs with tempo a lot. Like, he don't come out of there blazing, so I don't really know how fast he is. He runs with a lot of tempo. And this is what I'm talking about, this zone field. He run this little route right here. He's going to sit down in the middle right here. Just look at him. He's between all three defenders right here in the middle of the field. That's him right there. Got all three of these defenders by him. Now, number one is kind of closing his window, and he's going to realize it. He's just going to shift and go to another window. Understanding the zones. And now presenting himself with a huge target for the quarterback, because he just didn't sit in that same window. Presented another window. Produced a big play. Produced a touchdown, actually. His ability to just sit in a different window and understand, hey, I ain't just going to stand here and shake my arms. I'm going to go find another window. Bam. See right there, you got number one closing. You got the safety behind him. He sees that because he can see it out of his peripherals. I'm going to just go to this where you left from. The quarterback reads it too. Turns into a big play. A long strider. So it's really tough to tell how fast he is because he's so tall. Another one versus New Mexico. Oh, if I hit play. Down at the bottom of your screen. Easy. It's just too easy. The off man, they run a deep out. And it's kind of sort of behind him. But look at his catch radius. I got the end zone view, but it's not going to show it. But look at his catch radius. That ball is inside and high. He goes and gets it. Catches it, plants his feet, and goes score. The ball was inside and high. That was a bad ball. He went and got it. I don't think it's on here. Let's see. Let's see if I can finagle something. Yeah, he already caught it. So the end zone view didn't capture it. And now this is versus Colorado. Now, like I said, I picked Colorado because they play a lot of man. So it's going to be different from New Mexico. It's going to be different from West Virginia. Colorado they play some zone, but they play a lot of man. I want to see what he did versus man coverage, and especially if I can get some footage of him versus Travis. See, like right there, this off the line of scrimmage. That's not the greatest release. That DB's right there with him. And it's a whip route. He's still on top of him. But his ability to make stuff happen when it break down. Because he can start and stop so fast, watch how he lose the DB down here at the bottom. That's a high football IQ for me. And I'm going to work back to help my quarterback out. Clean, because he plucks the ball out the air. I will say that. He plucks the ball out the air. Catches it, finds the defender, and I think he make a miss to get a first down. He does. Makes him miss enough to get a first down. So even though the initial route wasn't what it needed to be, it's going back to West Virginia. Got a little press coverage by the goal line. Like I said, I want to see him versus press versus a certain set of corners, and I want to see him versus press versus another certain set of corners, if you get my drift. On this one, no slant. He got the whole field to himself. Not a great release. It's a little but he don't really make the cornerback turn in or out. The cornerback is still square. What he does do is the quarterback throws it high, and he's kind of running away from the corner because I think the corner was trying to protect the fade ball, and he throws him a high ball, which he uses his body to go get it. He's tackled at the 1, but he got the ball. So is it the greatest at the goal line? Is it the greatest versus press? No, but it's efficient. It's effective. Being 6'5", you can't coach that. You cannot coach being 6'5" with the hands that he has. Now you bring him in motion. See, like I told you, these cats just kept falling. That's him in the middle of the field. Tampa 2 linebacker running with the hash player with the seam runner. He makes one move. All he does is just cross his face. The linebacker falls. Now, the reason I put it on here because of ball tracking. I'm gonna tell you when this ball is thrown. This ball is thrown now. So the ball is thrown now. The linebacker hadn't failed yet. McMillan just now seeing. The ball is out of the quarterback's hand. The quarterback is right here. The ball had been thrown. So now we go down there to McMillan. Let's see if we can do this. It might act right. Let's see. And now he tracks it. That's elite ball tracking right there. Because that ball was in the air before he even made the linebacker fall. We got 2 more. Versus New Mexico here. I think the last one is versus Travis. The last play. Again, this is not the greatest. But they called this incomplete. This is him at the top. They called this incomplete. But I'm gonna show you something. This was called incomplete, but I had to put it on here. Watch the toe drag swag. Again, this was called incomplete for this game. But watch this toe drag swag. Watch this. Find the ball. Remember I told you about ball tracking? Find the ball. Get your feet down. I don't know why that's incomplete. Why is that an incomplete pass? Feet down, ball in hand. Why is it an incomplete pass? Maybe he bobbled it when he hit the ground, maybe. Don't look like it, but I can't tell from that angle. But from here, feet down, elite ball tracking, ball caught. It's like complete pass to me. Let's go to this last one and get on body here. Bottom of your screen, yeah, this is versus Travis. And again, if it's not for this little bump right here by this guy trying to cover them back, Hunter's all on top of him. Now he does have Hunter, in trail technique, but Travis also knows he has a safety over the top. I didn't see very much good on good versus this game like I expected I would see. And so I wanted to see more of Travis versus McMillan, and I just wasn't able to see it. But what I will say is the first 2 games he had 10 plus catches, over 200 yards in both games. And we played against Colorado, a team that played a little bit more different style of defense. And I think he had 3 catches for like 36 yards. So I like him for it to be a big slot for that reason. I think he can get in the slot and do some things and move away some smaller cats move. But with him being 6'5", he could do some real damage in the slot. So I like Ted to be a big slot and, to play some outside in certain situations, especially in the red zone and stuff like that. So that's my breakdown of Tetairoa McMillan, the wide receiver for Arizona Wildcats. And this is Coach Evans with another episode of Sip the Tally Film. If you liked the video and you have not liked it so far, please do so. Please do so. Let's switch back. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you'll be notified when the rest of these videos drop. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.